or stock really make a difference to your dish. Instead of using plain water to cook dishes, use a broth when possible. Today, I'm making a simple pork bone broth. Let's get to it. The ingredients needed are 1.3 kilograms of pork bones. As I am making the broth for noodles later, I have chosen the bones with meat, so it will be used for noodles too. And 2 inches nub of ginger sliced. Ginger helps to mask the smell of pork when blanching. I have a pot filled with water here. Switch on the heat. Add in all the pork bones and all of the ginger. Cover the lid and bring it to boil. Please be careful, the soup might overflow if it is boiled too vigorously. After about 7 minutes, the water is starting to boil. See, there is a lot of scum floating on the top of water. These are the impurity that comes out from the pork bones. Give it a stir. All the bones and meat have changed to pale color. There is no more scum coming out from the bones. It should be ready. Use the tongue to pick up the bones and remove it from the water. Okay? That's all. Switch off the heat. I will give these pork bones a rinse before cooking the broth. Next, we take a look at the other ingredients. This is 1.3 kilograms of pork bones that we have just blanched, 400 grams of white radish cut and washed, 2 pieces of cilantro roots, this is optional, 4 cloves of garlic, 1 teaspoon of white peppercorn, and I will be using 4 liters of water. That's all for the ingredients. Let's cook. Pour in the water into the pot. Switch on the heat to high. Add in all pork bones, cilantro roots, all white radish, garlic, and white peppercorn. We will not stir the broth before and during cooking process until the broth is cooked and ready. Cover the lid and bring it to boil. Once the soup is boiled, reduce the heat to low and continue to cook for 2.5 hours. Alright, 1 more minute to go. Open the lid. Look at the bones. The meat can easily fall off. So tender. See, the soup is lovely and clear. Alright, time is up. I will remove all of the pork bones and the white radish from the pot and put it aside. The meat will be tasteless as the essence has been extracted into the soup after the long and slow cooking process. You can dispose of it if you want, but this will be a great meat for my pork noodle soup later on. Next, strain the broth. Pour the broth over the strainer with a large basin underneath to collect the pork broth. Leave it to cool before keeping it in the fridge or freezer. Meanwhile, I am deboning the meat for my noodle soup. Alright, the pork broth has cooled down. See, there is some oil from the top surface of the broth. Use the spoon to skim it off if preferred. I would keep a little oil to enhance the tastiness of the broth. Next, transfer it to the container and keep in the fridge. Lovely pork broth. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified on the next simple home cooked recipe. This is Home Cooking with Somjit. Thank you and bye-bye.